How's it going, guys? Clowner here, winner of the 2022 Overwatch Olympics for Team Spain. More importantly, winner of the Ashe Sumo, I know. As an expert with Ashe's kit, I'm going to be showing off 7 useful spots you can throw your dynamites in for maximum value. Just a quick thing before these start, for some of the spots on this list I use little indicators around the HUD like the Q circle and the ultimate meter to aim instead of the actual crosshair. So with this in mind, let's head to the first spot on Hollywood. On Hollywood, line yourself up with the center of the payload window before the attackers come out of spawn. You're able to land a dynamite right outside both of the spawn doors. For the left spawn door, line up the top of your ultimate meter with the corner of this roof. This one takes around 7 seconds to land, so I'd say throw it when the timer at the top displays 6 or even 6.5. And for the right window, aim in the same spot, but shift your aim over to the right until the left side of your ultimate meter is now in line. The timing of this one is pretty much the exact same as the first. When attacking Rialto, you'll often find that there will be a moron holding the high ground at the end of the first straight. Head round to the left and wedge yourself up against this pillar and the wall adjacent. Once you're wedged, locate the 2 windows on the second story of the building. Line up your crosshair with the far right border of the right side window and follow it up. Keep following and bingo! Follow it until you reach the parapet that surrounds the roof and the embrasure that lines up with the window. You'll want to aim in line with this corner of this Merlon and aim anywhere in between these 2 Merlons in order to clear them. This dynamite will either catch those morons off guard or clear them off temporarily, allowing your team to make some distance down the main straight. The third map we're covering is Havana, and once again it's another spot to clear the defending high grounds of the first straight. This spot can be adjusted to cover all 3 of the high ground spots, which you can choose to use to best suit your situation. That's why. Head around left and locate the front wedge spot of the electrical generator. Appropriately squeeze yourself in a corner, and then locate the party building. Ooh, yeah. To land a dynamite in the middle window, aim the far right center of your Q circle with the top left corner of the left window. For the far right window, move your Q circle to the right and line the very top of it up with the top left corner of the window over to the right. And for the farthest left window, move that Q circle over to the left and line the topmost part of it up with the bottom corner of the leftmost sunbeam. And then watch that fella fall from the sky, baby. Our 4th spot on this list lies on Anubis. Once you've captured point A, line yourself up with this bridge. Now use your crosshair to line up your dynamite with the second point by aiming at this crack of the pyramid. Pretty much anywhere on the crack works, but will land on a slightly different area of the point. Once you're lined up with any part of this crack, move your crosshair vertically until you reach the corner of the pyramid, and then you're good to go. You can do this one on the fly, but it is significantly more difficult to line up. Spot number 5 is over the other side of the globe in Russia. Defenders will often hold toward the back of this choke area, so landing a dynamite here is a really useful starting play. As the spawn doors open, don't head out mid, instead go through the left door. Now this is one of the few maps in Overwatch that does not have a changing sky, so locate this darker triangle shape in the lighter clouds. Wedge yourself in this corner, but do be careful not to fall off the edge, of course. Then aim at the top corner of the triangle shape and it'll land right where the supports usually hold. Bye bye Yata. The second to last spot on this list is once again to clear off gimps that hold the first high ground on Blizzard World this time. Walk up the right stairs from spawn and locate the castle shapes. Stop on the 3rd hole. No, that's too far. There we are. Stand next to the 3rd hole and then locate the statue adjacent. Follow her arm down until you find the first crease in her sleeve. You can easily find this because from where you're standing, it's where the border of the window meets the statue. Now line this crease up with the bottom of your ultimate meter and it will land on the high ground. Now one rather unfortunate thing about this spot is that you can get caught out by the chicken, which will abduct your dynamite, or you can use it to carry your dynamite indoors if you're a genius, but I'll leave that to you. And finally, Dorado. I actually have 2 spots that you can use for this map, both starting from this high ground, so you can change that title to 8 really. The first spot is to land a dynamite in the high ground window and can be performed in 2 different ways. The first and easier way is to push yourself up against the center of this framing, then aim at the center of the bell hole and follow it up until you reach the roof trimming, just below the actual roof itself. If you aim at the darker part just above, you can get the dynamite to land in the window itself. So, pretty cool. And to get the dynamite to go even further in, go on the balcony and round the outside of the window until you meet this little tiny cubby. Wedge yourself into it, then find the trimming again and aim in the exact same spot.
Here it comes.
And the second one on this map and final spot on this list is to land from the same cubby a dynamite onto the main high ground over the roofs. So from here, look up. Right, listen carefully. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 2, 2. Once you've located 2, line up your crosshair with the furthest corner on the edge and you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed these spots, but one more thing before I let you go. Hidden around these spots were 2 secret sprays, carefully placed. Can you find them? First comment to say where they are gets a pin and a little smiley face. I'll make a part 2 of this video if you want more spots or even have any to suggest, so let me know. Anyways, I'll be seeing you in the next one in a bit.